Hey guys, this is Maria with J&M Garden. Good morning, happy Mother's Day. I hope I'm able to upload this the same day, but if not, it might be a day late. But still, happy Mother's Day. So I'm just out here walking my dog, and I thought I'd give y'all a quick tour of how things look. We've been having a lot of rain, and things look pretty lush, but with that comes like all the weed growth. And I am now 9 months pregnant, or in my 9th month, and things just like, it's become ridiculous. Like, I'm just exhausted, so I haven't really been out here. I didn't do a tour last week because I felt like there wasn't really much that was new, but hopefully nothing, like y'all didn't miss way too much. But the alliums are done over here. I don't see the trillium anymore, but the Stilby are getting ready to put on their show. This Jack in the Pulpit put out a new leaf that's significantly bigger than the previous one, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, all the Stilby look really good, and the painted trillium kind of disappeared. I mean, I see it in there, but it's tiny, so you can't really see it. That hydrangea, I thought it had died, but it's tiny. I think it needs to be fertilized because it's kind of yellow. And there's Bo. This is his morning walk. That limelight hydrangea looks pretty good. And something has been trying to eat my foxgloves, but apparently it didn't like it very much and just left it here, which is good. Because foxgloves are actually poisonous, so the deer love to eat my plants. I have a deer problem, and like, it's really disheartening because I'll grow these plants from seed and spend weeks trying to grow them, and then the deer come and eat them. But all of those daisies that I had planted out, they're starting to look good now. And so those get like 4 feet tall, so that's why I put them in the back. And next year when I plant foxgloves, I will put them in the back also. I just didn't realize how tall they got, and since we've had so much rain, they've been getting knocked over. So I don't know if they make good cut flowers, but I might give them a try, because it's just like they're all over the ground. Sorry, my dog is pulling me. He wants to come and check out this area over here. Bo. And I'm gonna let him, because this is his walk. Hold on. And then on this side, all the dianthus are still blooming. And the sweet peas are blooming, which is nice because I didn't really plant sweet peas. That one just came up on its own. And then the alliums over here are done also. And this big thing right here, this is a primrose. Evening primrose, I think. And it has small yellow flowers. And this beautiful thing right here, I grew from seed. It's a biennial. It's full of flowers that are going to open up, and the rain knocked it over. I need to come out here and prop it up. But this is a Canterbury Bells. Some more dianthus. That's oregano, which I do harvest and put in my food. And more plants that I have to plant out. That delphinium did come up. Here, let me see if I can get a little bit closer. Thought it had died, but it came back up and it has a bunch of blooms. It's like everything needs to be propped up right now for some reason. But I do see some dahlias that came up, and so that's good. They didn't die over the winter. The gladiolas look great, and the trumpet vines or trees are doing really good. Can't remember what that is, but it's like a little purple flower, and it's really pretty. But I see at least, let's see, I see one trumpet tree, 2, 3. So 3 out of 4 came back. That's fine. At least the one that didn't come back is the one at the end. Alright. And then I guess we missed the Baptisia because I don't see it on there. I honestly, if y'all missed it, I missed it because, like I said, I've been so exhausted that all I've been doing is sleeping when I get home. Like, I feel like how I described it to my coworkers is I was like, I do the Superman. I literally like get inside my house and go straight to my bed and just like plop on it, except I can't really plop on it because I can't sleep on my tummy. But yeah, that's pretty much all I do. And then all these plants that I did make some flower, I guess like some arrangements into these pots, but they will get taken out and put out into my yard. These lilies are looking good. And then over here, the purple oxalis is looking really good. And right now the sun isn't out because it was raining, but they have cute little purple flowers. And then look at my lace leaf tree. Look at how beautiful it looks right now. Since it hasn't been like extra dry and hot, it's been doing fine. It gets a little crispy in the summer. My dog keeps trying to drive. And then I did cut back my butterfly bush, like maybe in February. That one doesn't want to catch up. And things are starting to bloom over here. Sorry about that. I can see that the daisies are starting to bloom, and that over there, I think it's a coreopsis, I can't remember, starting to bloom. And then I did take this fall blooming daisy, this one right here, and I had divided it in half. I did it in the spring because it blooms in the fall, and it's flushing back, so that's good. The yarrow looks good. The irises are done. They had very small flowers, but I think it's because I transplanted them. And then this, when the sun is out, it looks awesome. And this plant right here, I think it's a black-eyed Susan. I'm not sure. It has a yellow flower. It spreads through runners, like underneath. But now I'm not sure if that right there is one of its runners or if it's a coneflower. But we'll see. Come on, Bo. Let me get out of the way so my neighbor can back out. This area is basically done. The only thing that's coming up now, this should be blooming soon, are the daylilies and these veronicas. And then the baby Joe Pye came up, and then there's like an obedient plant. So this should come up, but the wallflowers are completely done. And on this side, we don't have nearly as many plants, so they just don't do as well. And I don't know why this one looks so burnt. Like, it should look all silvery like that one. But I did notice that for the first time in 2 years, it's blooming. So So that's nice. Because I knew it bloomed, but I didn't, it hadn't done it so far. But they're not like impressive or anything. All right. We're almost done. Let's see. I did show y'all that turtle head came back up. That's really good. And then over here, the grass and the weeds are taking over. But I do have a few little seeds that I scattered, like wild seeds that from a mix that came up. And then I guess like underwhelmed by this because I had waited 2 years for this to bloom. And if you look at it, like the blooms are so insignificant. Like you can hardly even tell that it's in bloom. It's like, oh, I waited 2 years for that, huh? But the Hypernicum is starting to bloom. And it's looking really good. So I'm grateful for that. I think this is the one thing that y'all did miss are these irises. They looked really beautiful. And I wish that I had at least taken a picture, but I didn't. But at least things look green and they're not frying up yet. Alright. Oh, my hands hurt from holding the camera. Not because holding the camera is hard, it's my hands are so numb and swollen from this pregnancy. It's a little crazy. But I think the irony of weeding is you're never done. And I think I started with this bed and I haven't made it to that fourth one yet, but I did get that one done over there. And I think the irony is like by the time I get to that fourth bed, it's going to be time for me to come back to this first one. And again, we've had tons of rain, so things have gotten knocked over, and the blooms on this rose got knocked off, and probably on that one too. This forget-me-not is almost done, but this plant right here is getting ready to bloom for the first time, and this lovely thing is called Love in a Mist. And I'll probably come and scatter some more seed because it actually does really well. Like you can keep, what is it, like sequential sowing, or just keep sowing it so you keep on getting blooms, and it does pretty well if you just do that. So I think I might do that and just try to keep it watered. But I'm not very good at growing seeds directly in the ground. Alright, that's this area. Bo, come here. The foxgloves over here are in the like part shade, but these have stayed pretty upright, way more than the ones on the other side. Let's see. The snapdragons are pretty much done. I don't know if I cut them back, if they'll give me another flush. I might try that. It looks like they're all going to seed. We'll see. And that milkweed looks really good. And this right here is a datura. Bo, come here. I only have one. I'm supposed to have two, but I guess only... They're not hardy in this zone, just we had a mild winter, so I'm guessing the other one didn't make it. And let's see, I did plant out some zinnias. And I need to wrap this up because it's about to start raining again. But yeah, there's a couple zinnias. And then I planted out a patty pan squash there. And another one over there in that corner. And there's milkweed on both sides over here. There wasn't one on both sides over there, which is odd. Oh, there's 3 milkweed plants over here. But this bed did have a rose bush. It was supposed to be a purple one, and that didn't make it, so that sucks. But this right here, I think this is the last plant I have to show you guys. It's called flowering tobacco, or nicotiana, and it smells really good. Because this side of the garden is supposed to be our fragrant garden. Like, this is where I have the gardenia planted and the roses, and if I am able to find plants that are fragrant, then I put them over here. So that's why we do have some lilies over here as well. But over here, I do have 2 more nicotianas on this side, and then I have a delphinium, what is that called? Hollyhock, planted way too close together, but you know, it is what it is. And then I do have a lot of cleome that needs to get pricked out and spread out throughout the garden, because it cannot all just be in this area, you know. But look at how big it is. So yeah, I'll have to spread it. And here's another foxglove. And honestly, I know foxgloves are biennial, so if they're in my way of putting things in, I am just gonna rip them out or put them in the back, and they can self-seed over there, because I don't want to have them taking up space if I know that they're not gonna come back. But that's it. Bo and I say thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day. Bye bye.